Welcome back to Star Wars, Worst to First, the very best action figure countdown on the web. Today, we are featuring the first half of the Return of the Jedi 65-back releases. It's one of the largest and strongest offerings that Kenner ever released. And now, we're happy to break them down for you from the very worst to the absolute best that the Star Wars action figure universe has to offer. Number 17. On one of the weaker Kenner releases, General Madine would still have struggled to resist the pull of the bottom of the list. With a strong field presented by the ROTJ 65-back releases, it's a no-brainer that he ends up dead last. All of the old guy action figure goodwill established by Ben Kenobi is squandered here. Between the concerned look on his face, a pointer stick that looks like a miniature broom, and his gray overalls with powder blue sleeves, Madine appears more like a janitor who just saw Jabba the Hutt use the bathroom than a high-ranking military commander. Loose mint General Madines fetch $7, while a near-mint carded version can be had for $60. The exceptionally rare European tri-logo carded Madine is among the most valuable vintage action figures in existence, worth anywhere between $12,000 and $18,000. A truly forgettable inclusion in the Star Wars toy line, the only impressive thing that action figure General Madine accomplishes is managing to be even lamer than his movie equivalent. Number 16. Nine Nub learns the hard way that it is not wise to compete with the greatest co-pilot in movie history. It is not entirely Kenner's fault this time, since the bottom half of Nine Nub's face is indecipherable in the movie. We guess Kenner figured adding a little color would help accentuate his weird double lips. Unfortunately, all it does is make him look like a big-eared toad with a pink mustache. Throw in a bland jumpsuit and tech vest, and you have the makings of the most forgettable guy to ever step foot in the Millennium Falcon. Loose mint Nine Nub will cost you $10, while a carded mint figure goes around $55. Just like General Madine, Nine Nub serves as little more than a reminder of how disposable his character was in the first place. Number 15. Bib Fortuna appears dumbfounded on his card back, and probably with good reason. We can't figure out why Kenner decided to make him either. When you're this ugly, and C-3PO can steal your job after 5 minutes, it's fair to ask, why do you exist at all? Give Kenner credit for attempting to put some action in his expression, but there's just no hiding a boring flunky, no matter how ferocious he might appear. They even gave him the staff of Ra as an accessory, but who would believe this guy could beat up Indiana Jones? Loose mint bibs go for $12, while carded mint example can fetch up to $90. Kenner put a lot of effort into trying to elevate Bib Fortuna above the lame Jabba administrative assistant that he is. Those weirdo things hanging from his face might make your skin crawl, but nothing they did to pump him up is able to hide the fact that Bib Fortuna simply isn't fun to play with. Number 14. This shriveled-looking mishmash of a design might be low on the list, but Weequay still has some interesting features. Aside from sharing General Madine's taste in blue shirt sleeves, Weequay sports a decent costume. Throw in some nice detail on his face and dreads, and an awesome space axe, and you end up with a figure that would have ranked higher on some of our other lists. Loose mint Weequay will cost you $11, with carded mint examples priced around $60. Although little more than a pushy Sarlacc snack in the movie, Some unique details and decent playability make Weequay a worthwhile addition to your Star Wars action figure collection. Number 13. Chief Chirpa may have a lame name, but don't mess with this battle-hardened teddy bear. With a bone-tipped staff, a knife sculpted into his belt feature, and one ferocious set of teeth, the Chief clearly means business. Throw in some great fur detailing, a cool removable hood, and you end up with about the best you could hope for from a warrior teddy bear action figure. Loose mint Chiefs go for $9, with carded mint examples costing around $45. He may be the top dog on Endor, and a pretty decent action figure in his own right, but Chief Chirpa ends up near the bottom of our list. That's mostly because there are even better figures coming up. Number 12. Rebel Commando separates himself from many of the bottom-feeding army builders with a decent sculpt and a cool blaster rifle. Perhaps it's the way he roguishly left his jacket unzipped, or how he was ahead of his time wearing cargo pants. Well, whatever the reason, Rebel Commando acquits himself well compared to other generic troop builders. Loose mint Rebel Commandos will cost you $10, with carded mint examples priced around $70. Although he'd stick out like a sore thumb trying to sneak around a Star Destroyer, Rebel Commando is dressed to impress during any outdoor playtime scenarios. Number 11. Klaatu proves that you don't have to be naked to rock an awesome loincloth. It is that unique addition to this figure that rockets him up several spots past his partner in crime, Weequay. He shares many of the same attributes as his crony counterpart, including some nice face and costume sculpting, and that awesome space axe. Loose mint Klaatus go for around $13, with carded mint examples priced around $75. So, if you have a toy Jabba that needs a good lackey, Klaatu joins the ranks of some of your better action figure options. Number 10. Weequay bunny hops his boss on our list by offering up an impressive array of accessories. His medicine pouch and staff are cool, but it's his skull-ornamented hood that puts Weequay over the top in this ferocious teddy bear smackdown. Throw in the nice two-tone paint job on his fur, and there is just no way Chief Chirpa can compete with this stylish medicine man. Loose mint Weequay costs around $16, with carded mint examples going for around $65. So, if you're in the market for a battle-hardened teddy bear, the Kenner 65 back collection has a couple fine options for you to choose from. Number 9. If only they had given this guy more to do in the movies. Emperor's Royal Guard may have been the crown jewel of all Imperial troop builders. His tunic does hide a pretty bland costume, but when your helmet is this awesome, and you're sporting a cool spear, who really cares? Add in the unique crimson coloring, and you have the markings of an action figure all-star. Loose mint ergs go for $25, with carded mint examples priced at $100. It is only the impressive level of competition that prevents Emperor's Royal Guard from cracking the top of our worst to first list. You'll have to tune in for part 2 of our Return of the Jedi 65 back countdown to see who we have ranked higher. Thanks again for watching, and check back soon for the continuation of this Star Wars worst to first countdown.